Somebody told me recently that when the families bought these windows, when they were installed, they cost $100 a piece. Can't imagine where they came from that they only cost $100, but that was a lot of money apparently when they were installed. We're here today at Uzzell United Methodist Church, just off Carroll Bridge Road in Smithfield. There's a lot of history behind these walls. The church was founded almost 200 years ago when Thomas Uzzell deeded this land, 1¼ acres, to 9 trustees for the construction of a house of worship. The current church structure was put up in 1888. The original structure was one room, about 40 by 60 feet. If you want to get a sense of the historic roots here, you need to check out the handmade pulpit that's probably a century older than the church building itself. Thomas Uzzell saw that it was difficult for the bishop to preach without a reading stand for his Bible and his notes. So Mr. Uzzell constructed a simple but sturdy pulpit to be used when Bishop Asbury preached. That pulpit is really our claim to fame. Francis Asbury was one of the founders of the Methodist Church in this country. That pulpit was here for years, and there was someone in the church who said, this ought to go to our conference office in Richmond so that people who come in the conference office can see this pulpit that Francis Asbury used and enjoy it and appreciate it rather than being stuck in little Uzzell Church. And so he drove up to Richmond with the Asbury pulpit, and they were quite kind and said, thank you very much for bringing that. That's really something. And he went back later, months later, to see how it was being received there in Richmond, and went there and didn't see it anywhere and asked about it. Yes, we still have it. Well, where is it? And he found out it was stuck in a closet somewhere. Made him so mad. He grabbed it up, brought it on home with him. He said, at least some people will appreciate it here and know what it is. It won't be stuck in a closet. When you're standing up on that and looking out at people, I've preached from it, I think 3 or 4 different times. And every time I have, I just really get goosebumps thinking about Francis Asbury, one of the founders of Methodism, preaching from that pulpit, and how he probably roll over in his grave if he realized a woman was standing there preaching from it. In this pandemic, we're not doing in-person worship. We're not coming here now. The members of this church greatly miss coming here. They miss being here. But the thing is, we are meeting online. We're doing our worship service every Sunday online. It's not me giving them the sermon, but it's them participating with me in a 1-hour worship service. They're taking turns in singing the anthems. They're taking turns in reading the responsive readings and doing the choral responses, and all of the things that we were doing when we were meeting in person, and we're doing that online, and they get to see one another and visit with one another, and that's an important thing. People I've heard in other places say, I don't know if people are going to come back, when it's okay to come back. They're so used to being at home now, not getting up, getting dressed, going to church. Why would they want to do that? I'm sure our people will want to do that. They want to be here. Several years ago, on New Year's Day, I challenged this little congregation. If you can raise $6,000 by Easter, I'll dye my hair pink and kiss a pig. They had suppers, they had cookbooks that they put out, they sold chocolate-covered cherries that they made at home, all kinds of things. And guess what? They raised the $6,000, and they raised it before Easter Sunday. He was cute. His name was Bruno. He was 10 days old. He was precious, and it was fun to kiss him. They wanted to embarrass me, but I loved having pink hair. It was really great fun. I enjoyed it.